It's grind season, homie. It's not about today. It's about the future. You do the work now, and all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere. It's time to stay focused, man.
Thorn. Thorn.
All right, shalom to the elect Israel, to the hopeful elect Israel, the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites that live like here, the nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, Barak. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi, Bahahsham, Qadash. Name of the Heavenly Father, everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is the last one, Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahahsham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel, where everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who was slain at the foundations of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. You got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites in America, Babylon the Great, and the other wicked Israelites scattered across four corners of the earth that'll come back to the ones of the elect after the destruction. The Qadash is the Holy Spirit that has been bestowed upon the men. The Heavenly Father gave his only begotten Son out of the world to complete this work. So we always want to give double honors. Tells and apostles, great millstone, let us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness and bribe to also part of the elect to the hopeful elect. Lord willing to be part of that number. Lord willing to be able to find those who fear the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5. It is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9 until it brings 2 Peter chapter 5 verse 42. Shalom, all you sincere believers out there tuning in here on after Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi, Bahahsham, Atham. And gonna get into a various end time topic lesson. And Rawcha, I got a couple more videos that the Spirit, if it allows, I'm gonna try to get them through the night. Going into a few things. So, going back to the title, The combination of pride and technology are the methods of the wicked, and these are two methods that Esau, even the so-called white man, has used to deceive our people, to thinking that they have a means of making it out of here, or establishing some type of foundation here without Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi, and ultimately, if you don't have the spirit of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, you're going to be destroyed. But if you're an Israelite, like we always say, you will come back in the kingdom, as an immortal, but these are two methods that Esau Edom uses to keep our people in derision and keep our people in a state of blindness to the truth. So we're going to go into some of these things that Esau Edom is doing, planning to set up the MOTB system. And at the same time, he's trying to act like he's not about to do it, So Lord will us edify to the flock. So we're going to get right here, start right here. It says FEMA is not good. Trump announces executive order to overhaul or abolish agency. So he's trying to get rid of basically the entire format of, the old Babylonian system to issue in the New World Order. That's what he's trying to do. And, you have the World Economic Forum playing this game, trying to make it seem like, they're making articles saying, oh, Trump beat the New World Order. No, he didn't. He's just a pawn. He's not nobody special. He's just a face of a corporation, which is a Babylon the Great. He doesn't really make the shots. These things have already been issued in by men way more higher and richer than this man. Ultimately the small hats, the Amalekites, the Rothschilds, who, are not on the screen. You don't see them in public. Okay. So he's trying to do this to abolish the agency, and just like he did, and this is one thing about these devils, they're never here to help us, even if it seems like they're trying to help us. Because you got right here, it says Trump lays groundwork to delete the IRS as well and abolish federal income tax. So you already got him talking, oh yeah, the man here, he can, file it and the woman won't get the income tax. Well, he about to get rid of it completely. So by the time he done said that, now he did laying groundwork to get rid of it where ain't nobody going to get it. He's going to make you rely on this MOTB system. That's what he's trying to do, and he's about to break down this old Babylonian system and build up a new one. And that is going to be the MOTB system. That's what the Lord put him in place to do so. At the same time, this was on the 23rd. So the 26th, he actually starts doing it. Trump begins disbanding IRS, says they're un-American and must go. Another executive order he did. It says President Trump signs executive order to ban central bank digital currencies, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would you put $500 billion AI tech building systems everywhere, but then get rid of ban central digital bank currencies? So it's all just a plot to make Jake think that Trump is here to stop the NWO, the New World Order, and stop the MOTB system. He's not. He's not. Just as the same way he could ban central bank digital currencies, he could sign an executive order and admit that stuff in there. So they're really trying to put a cloak on their plan to make it seem like, oh yeah, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. So we're gonna go on some precepts on this. Is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4. And I know the other day I went into Michael Jordan. I'm going to do a very small clip going into some Greek and Roman mythology and things that they worship to show you kind of why they had him doing that too, and we'll go into that Rawcha later tonight. Shouldn't be a long video. And then, we got several other things that the Spirit is calling me to do. So, Lord, wouldn't I get it all done? So, Isaiah 19, verse 4. And it reads, in the Egyptians, and we know today this is modern day, basically, spiritually Egypt, Sodom and Egypt. As you look in Revelations chapter 11, verse 8, as we go over, through many of my videos, that is a very big key point for you understanding these scriptures. So Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4, and the Egyptians I will give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And that is what's coming. This plan of Trump to really lay the smackdown on these Americans is in play. These modern day Babylonians, these modern day Egyptians, because they're the ones who have Israel in slavery and they don't want to let us go. So hand over a cruel Lord and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And, of course, this is something that is, playing out over time, but going into Babylon, this is what you're going to see coming out real soon with this guy, good old Trump. Okay. He's going to try to make it seem like he's going to try to help. But at the end of the day, he is pleading war against half of America. And who do you think he really talking about? He talking about the prophets. Because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to start looking more towards our way. And then you got the whistleblowers, you got the Dabu Sevens, you got all the military men that, started making militias going against the government, whatnot, So, he wants to make it seem like he's just going to get out these radical certain people. No, it's going to be even the ones that Trump, they claim they believe in Trump and they're with him. They going to put them in heavy bondage. So you don't want to trust this man or any of these Edomites. Psalm chapter 55, verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, which is talking about his mind. That's why we were seeing yesterday, what did Trump say? He said he's a wartime president. He's not here to bring peace. Okay. And that's what the Lord put him there to inflict war on Babylon and, in the Middle East. His words were salted in oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what's going to happen, and they're going to do it quickly because I want to mention this because Preacher R was going to this, Shaquan Sha'ar was going in this the other day, and I want to go into this. And it's a scripture that we normally go into, but on my channel, I haven't went actually into a specific word in this verse, and I want to go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. These are the things that Jake needs to keep his eyes focused on. So this is what's coming next. This is the end of the road, man. These are things that we got to look for constantly to make sure that, we have a good, we have a good eye on the end time prophecies. And of course, apostles, have been going heavy and brothers have been going heavy on, particular dreams that brothers have had in the past couple of days about, imposters and whatnot. But, as the scriptures say, just like the brother say, he said, don't keep that from being you being brotherly. And, people going to get revealed. So at the end of the day, you just keep being you, keep being you, keep being loyal to the brotherhood, keep being loyal to Bahahasham, Yahawashi. He's going to make sure no weapon comes against you because it says, don't be anxious for nothing. So don't get in that spirit of trying to be super, eyeing on brothers and stuff, as well. But there is a specific, amount of brothers that, are their spirit is to, kind of watch out. But, the best thing to do is allow the spirit to work through you and he will reveal things through time, what needs to be revealed. We got full faith in Yahawashi, Yahawashi. And if you got that and, you're doing everything to your best of your abilities to serve the Lord and, you're sincere, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Even if a brother in the camp does do that or whatever, the Lord knew you was going to be able to handle that. So it is a blessing that we got brothers that are having dreams like that, to keep us in that mindset too, not to be weary when those things happen, to have a stoic mindset when brothers do that kind of stuff. Because it says you got to forgive those who trespassed against you. Don't mean you're going to just let them keep doing it, but you got to have a mindset to not take it personal if it does happen. And that's what the apostles teach. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is coming down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And he uses all different types of pride and technology. And that's the one thing that get Jake betraying his brothers, man, is his pride. Like, oh, he ain't telling me what to do. And those brothers, you know, those are not real brothers. But hey, you know, we ain't gonna just, you know, you don't want to be a false accuser either. So you got to allow that stuff to play out, and don't, you know, let our elders and apostles are very wise. They know who's really by Yahawah, Yahawashi, who's not, man. You know, us young brothers, we just need to focus, stay circumspect, you know, and allow our elders to do their job, because they're, you know, we're helping with the sifting, but they're the main sifters. They know, you know, who really cares. So we're gonna go to this word, knoweth.
Strong's G 1492. Ido.
It says to see, to perceive with the eyes, to perceive by any of the senses, to perceive, notice, discern, discover. Okay, so this is why they're coming down with a great time. You know, it says, i.e. to ascertain what must be done about it. So they know that the Lord's coming. They're seeing all these chariots flying everywhere because they don't see spiritually. You know, even when they get visions, even the Lord gives them visions, some of them in slavery and stuff, they still think of it carnally. Okay, they don't think spiritually at all. It said the Most High is not in all their thoughts. So that means what? They don't think spiritual, because that is spiritual, to think about the Most High and to consider the Most High and his will. That is spiritual. You know, you can't be a carnal being and focus on the methods of Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi. You'll just only focus on the methods of the wicked, because pride and technology is what has built this system. Okay? So we gotta, you know, keep a keen eye on, you know that when you see other people whenever things happen, and especially when they start, if they're a person who, like, you know, doesn't think spiritually, that's one way to know, like, hey man, the spirit's not dealing with them. And that doesn't mean that, you know, if you might every now and then you might have a time where you get anxious, but you gotta pray that spirit out of you, because we can't have that spirit in Jacob's trouble at all. You know, that has to be gotten rid of. You know, and this is how the heathens are acting. It said, don't follow none of the ways of the heathen, and that's what they're doing right now. Okay, they're going to get ready to get out of here. They're trying to make haste and make quick moves because they know they got a short time. You know, U.S. company building luxury members only doomsday bunkers. Right, so they already have reserved on who they're gonna, you know, put in there and whatnot, and you know they're gonna talk about certain places they put bunkers. But I just want to go into the missiles hitting. That's why they're doing that. You know, Revelation 6, and really it's biblical that they are going down there, because that's their original habitat. It's them damn caves, man. That's their main habitat, and it shows that they are Esau, Edom, that they're going back down there. You know, and they have all this pride. They think that they're going to get out of this, but they know they're not. At the same time, it's Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. And behold, when he had opened the sixth seal, right, and lo, there was a great earthquake. Talking about the missiles hitting Babylon the Great, but it's going to be an exchange of missiles. You think America, Babylon the Great, gonna just go without a fight? No, they can go out like Scarface. They're gonna be shooting missiles over there too. Some places over there are gonna get hit. You know, and the sun became black. It just won't be completely destroyed. And the sun became black as sackcloth his hair, and the moon became his blood. Right, talking about this destruction. 13, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs. when she is shaking up a mighty wind. This is talking about these missiles. And we're going to go point them out in the Old Testament to show you that this future prophecy is not come to pass yet. Okay? It's still not come to pass. That's why they're still getting ready for it. 14, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Nuclear destruction. 15, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens of the rocks of the mountains. These are all people who were what? They thought carnally. And Jake was with them too. So I said every bondman. A lot of Jakes is bondmen that ain't running everything. So a lot of Jakes try to go and make their little bunkers too. You know, you got Rick Ross, you know, some of them that have a little bit more riches, you know, they're going down there too. Following the ways of Cain. Verse 16. It said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. That is what you're seeing right now. They're reserving this prophecy to be the ones who actually went down there to hide from the Lord. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And the only ones that are going to stand is the elect, because they're going to be removed. Isaiah. And after that, just like we always tell you, 144,000 elect men, because some of them are going to survive down there, but the 144,000 elect men are going to go down there and pull them out of there, you know, and they're going to go into slavery. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. This is talking about these kingdoms. And see how I said the earth is going to reel to and fro like your drunkards, because missiles going to be hidden everywhere. Like we said, in exchange of missiles, but America is going to be completely destroyed. Verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, right? The ones that are proud. These are some of their methods that they have used to build their kingdom. And now he is, you know, they're thinking they're going to make it because all these elaborate doomsday bunkers and AI and all this stuff, and some of their sorcery, they're going to be able to do stuff that almost looks like it's, you know, the vessels of the Lord too. They're going to probably have stuff that looks like chariots too, you know, but you're going to know the difference between them because they're going to get destroyed. Verse 21, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high and the kings of earth upon the earth. You know, they could even try to deceive Jake and just have a chariot out there flying and they shoot it down and make it seem like it's one of the Lord's vessels to make you lose faith. Anything, do anything, right? So, right, verse 22. Let me go back 21. What it was saying, right? He's going to punish the kings of the earth, upon the earth. See, it's going to be on earth where they get punished. Okay, they're going into slavery. He even said it in Revelation 13:10. Verse 22, and they shall be gathered together as the prisoners are gathered in the pit, right? Talking about the caves, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. See? You're gonna lock their ass up, and then we're gonna grab their ass and they're gonna go to slavery, man. They're gonna get to work. You know, so it's mentioned in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. It's mentioned in Isaiah in Revelation 6 as this scroll rolled up as a scroll. He's talking about these missiles. And after that, they're going into slavery. So I only got a little bit more. So this says World Economic Forum announced pseudonymous digital ID system with plans for social credit score and carbon allowance. And if you don't know what carbon allowance is, it literally is talking about how much you breathe, how much you eat, how much you use the bathroom, how much you drink. They're trying to make a system like that to where you can't do nothing. Okay. They're trying to be the most high. And when you look up that word pseudonymous, it basically says like it's going to be something that they're going to try to make a name for it where it doesn't seem like it's the MOTB system. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you. Let me see. Some reason to go a little faster when I do it on my other screen and drag it. pseudonymous. You know, like there's pseudoscience, right? So pseudonymous means writing or written under a false name, you know? See what I'm saying? That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to name it something that doesn't seem like it's you know, the MOTB system. That's what they're going to try to do. Okay? And while they're doing that, you know, young believers in Yahawashi out there, you got to understand that, you know, they coming for y'all too. You know, so especially if you're young, let's say you 12, 13, and you're a believer, it's coming out to you too. So you have to have a spirit, you know, of not being anxious as well and trusting in the Most High. And, you know, as a young man, that might be tougher than, you know, somebody is older, but at the same time, you know, it does say that there will be men, women, and children in the honor of a multitude. So y'all got to have that faith that you're one of them, you know, one of them children, because, you you got some specific young Jake. Some of them want to be like, yeah, I want to be teachers, but there's a lot to being a teacher. There's a lot to being a prophet, you know, and not everybody's prophets. And you gotta, you know, really count the cost before you get into that, because temptation is going to come your way. Many things are going to come your way. And Jake's mind isn't developed as it used to be back in those days. We used to be a lot more intelligent, man. But this food, AI, technology is polluted our people. So sometimes it takes time. You don't want to just move hastily when it comes to this work. It's necessary patience. You got to be. It's more than just being a pro. You got to be you're being a judge, you know, and you got to know the law, you know. And there's a lot to the law. Like I've been teaching, you know, not too long, you know, maybe a year and, you know, a buck and a half, about a year and a half or something. And I still learn stuff all the time, you know. So you gotta have you gotta really and you gotta have a different mindset, especially if you're gonna be that young and you like, man, I'm finna go into this, because once you pick that plow up, you can't put it down. So it's a very serious because it said the prophets, you know, teachers, we get more swift judgments for messing things up, man. So you got to really make sure before you do something like that, you you really count the costs, because you're gonna go through. Go read about some of the stuff some of the prophets went through. Isaiah got sawed in half, okay, for his prophecies. You know, Stephen got stoned to death. These are kind of things you got to be prepared. You might go through some torture or something. It's not a light thing being a prophet. It's a very heavy burden. So this is World Economic Forum's kids must have micro C-hips installed in their brains to help pre-bunk conspiracy theories. What does that mean? They're trying to erase your memory. Didn't they say in Psalms 83 they want to make sure Israel's no more remembrance? That's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to take all of us out because we're old enough, you know, to where, like, you know, the spirit is on us so heavy they know they can't really get it out of us. So they're going to try to get rid of the majority of us, and they want to have it to where these C-hips basically wipe your memory, man. And they got plenty of movies going into it, you know. So we always go into this, you know, Revelation 13:16. Y'all know what it is. And it's crazy. We read this 100 times a week, damn near, feel like. And Jake still don't get it, man. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right head or in their foreheads. The mark, when you look in the Greek, that's charagma. It means this, an incision in your right hand or your left hand. But right here is speaking of your right hand. That's why I say it's right hand. But like when you look like over there in the Middle East, over there in the East, everything's opposite. You know, we basically do everything opposite. Instead of reading left to right, you know, in the kingdom, you know, it's going to be right to left. Okay, and just like over there, they'll probably have it where they putting it in their left hand, just like they drive on the left hand side with the car. Okay, or in their foreheads. The word forehead means metaton in the Greek, and it's talking about an incision between your eyes. Verse 17, and no man might buy or sell, right? Save he that had the charagma, or the mark, or the name of the beast, and the beast is NATO in the EU, or the number of his name. Okay. And NATO and EU basically is controlled by America, Babylon the Great, and it's the revived Roman Empire. Okay. This is the iron and potter's clay when it talks about it in Daniel's vision of the statue, and the little horn comes out of these beasts. Okay, that first beef was Roman Empire, and then that little horn came out of that beast, and that's talking about America. Okay, so the name of the beast is the number of his name, which is that barcode. That barcode, 603 scoring 6, 18. Here's wisdom, let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, right? The beast system, NATO and the EU, for this the number of a man, and his number is 603 scoring 6. So at the same time, you got Trump talking about no digital currencies can be allowed, but at the same time, you got Elon Musk doing all this MOTB, micro C-hips, and putting them in people, and Trump's with them. But at the same time, no digital currency can be put out here. Really, what he's probably signing in there entails that you can't use nobody else but our digital currency, because he made his own digital currency. Okay, Trump made his own digital currency. Okay, he made a coin, and I want to put this out there because not a lot of people have been talking about it. Like his coin rose up like 12,000% over a night or something. That was one other dude. One guy, really the only guy that I work with, he said somebody put $1 million on that coin and made $250 million on that thing. So right here, to show you that it's real. This is a website called Coinbase. Shalom, everybody in the comment board. Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi, Bahahsham, Rawcha, Atham. But yeah, see that price, $30.25. So why would he say that there ain't going to be no digital currencies in America, but he has one? Okay, he has one. And they dropped this just the other day or whatever, like not even like a month ago. Okay, you can go buy this thing. He got 200 million of his own currency as a president. You don't think he's going to set up an MOTB system? He's got his own money. It says all-time high is $74. So it went from, and see, it says whole time, not enough data. It ain't even been there that long. It's barely been here. 2 weeks, it went up 376%, man. Okay. That's what it did. When you go to one day, we're going to go to all time. So January 18th is when it opened. It was $68. Now it's all the way down here. Okay. 28. But since then, it's basically risen up 345%. Okay. People been making money off that thing. Okay. But you don't want to get into this stuff, man. You want to just really stay out of this stuff. Because all these riches, man, it's going to make Jake have what? Pride? Because he's going to have money to have that technology. And we don't want to have a whole lot of money, man, especially as Jakes that are new in facilitating the spirit, man. We don't want to have all this stuff with us. So I got one more, because you remember at the beginning, it's the beginning of the video, I got the little video with the chariots and stuff from Elder Manatazak, or not Bazakba, but Elder Manatazak at the Charlotte camp. He always does those videos. And that's why I always use them, because, he puts a lot of time in the videos. So, it's definitely, a blessing to get to have a visual those kind of things, man. Because nobody, Esau Edom don't make stuff like that for us to see Jake getting beamed up in the chair. It gives you a good visual, and they know this stuff is real. CIA director admits UAPs, which is talking about the chariots, so-called UFOs, possess non-human technology we cannot defend against. They know. You know, they used to call them UFOs. Now they call them unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay, because they're doing all types of stuff. There's even one video that Elder Menatazak had of a chariot turned into a person and then walking on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. And that battle's coming. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go right here. It's my last precepts. We're going to get out here, but I'm probably about to go right back to back with this other video. It's going to be real quick, but I want to mention something that is going to go into some of the stuff that they worship, man. Some of these gods and stars and stuff. And a long time ago, I had this video on it, and it was this Edomite, man. He just went in and just like broke down all this stuff about, man. I was like, I was trying to look for it. I can find it, but I think they must have deleted that stuff or something, because I was looking everywhere for it. Yes, I was like, damn, where's that video? You know, but you know, if I don't find it, whatever. So going back, so we're going to jump back a little bit on Revelation 12. You know, we're going to go to verse 7. You know, the angel Michael the archangel, you know, we're not sure if he's down here or if he's in the heavens, but more than likely, you know, he's probably in the heavens with the Most High. We can't say that he's down here. It doesn't say, and there was times that he was down here, but we can't say he's down here right now. We don't know. But we know that he's going to come and defend our people, you know. And how you say Michael, of course, is Maka Allah, you know. And, you know, I was talking to the brother, one of the brothers that come to the camp the other day, and, you know, he when you look at it, you know, in the Hebrew, it's Mayaka Allah, but, we usually just stick with the other one, Maka Allah. It's a little bit easier to say, you know. I had some people try to say my name like this. No, I can't say that. So whatever, not a big deal. But Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels and prevailed not. And what's the dragon? The Roman Empire. Talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white men. Okay? So that means that they had to have some vessels that were capable of at least putting up a small resistance, okay? So they're going to have some stuff, man. They're going to have some stuff, okay? You're going to be like, damn, I didn't know they had that. Especially when they start putting out that MOTB, man. You're going to really see all the stuff they got. They got a lot of stuff underground that they not unleashed yet, because that's where they came from, the caves. So all their top secret stuff is in the caves. Even like when you think of Area 51, just like we was talking about numerology yesterday, ooh, that makes me think of something too I want to do about Area 51. We're going to go into some stuff later out of Rawcha, but Area 51, the whole map of it is actually a drawing, okay? Like the schematics of it, it's a drawing, okay? It's wild. I have to show y'all. Out of Rawcha, I can remember. But and he fought his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven, right? Talking about found, you know, and their kingdom was destroyed. And also, you know, their spaceships and whatnot, and there's all that. So verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. See, this is talking about the same spirits that's back. That's reincarnation. How could the serpent be here if he's only here one time? He had to come back, you know. And we know those serpents is Esau, even so-called white man, called the devil and Satan, because Satan is a spiritual demon that's in the devils. Esau, Edom is the devil, you know, which means the deceiver. And And, Zaquan, he always goes into, devil goes back to the word demonstration. They're giving you a demonstration of, angelic, demon-like power. And that's what the Lord's going to come with. He's going to come with demon-like power, Ashaja. He's going to come with demon-like power, man. Because he made the demons. And they fear him. That's why they fear him, because they know that he the one going to turn up the most. And which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. They're put back into submission, put back in the bondage after this. And I heard a loud. We can read this, and I heard a loud voice saying, "In heaven now has come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power." Talking about Yahawah, and the power of his Mashiach, which talking about Yahawashi. Christ means the anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which is accused them before the Most High day and night. So that's what he's always trying to do. He's always trying to find a way to accuse us and be like, look, they ain't serving you. Look, they going and doing this or whatever. So we have to keep a really close eye on making sure that we're staying right by the Most High with us. It says don't be a busybody in other men's matters. So a lot of the times, the Most High reveals who needs to be revealed, who needs to be rooted out, and then the ones that need to stick around, you're going to keep them around and they're going to grow. So it's really not nothing you want to be too worried about, Jake, especially as us young brothers. We just supposed to be staying focused, keeping the ministry going, and don't get weary. Don't get afraid. It says to fear not. That is a commandment. You got to get that. And there's different types of fear. What it means by fear not is don't think the Lord's not going to come get you, especially when you're doing what you're supposed to do. And, you're giving it your all, and you're being accountable for what you do and being honest about it, So, hey, just keep pushing, Jake. And you got to have that spirit of courageousness. You got to be courageous. He doesn't want us to feel weak like that. He wants us to be bold, because we have, the only words that are going to exist here, forever. So shalom to elect Israel, hopefully elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreigners, so selected the nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, the Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahahsham, Yahawashi, Bahahsham, Qadash. Double honors to us and apostles of great millstone. Let us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord, teach the flock how to live, repent, pray fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness of bad tolls, a part of the elect to the hopeful elect. Peace, blessed to the elect, low ones, edifying. I don't expect a lot of people to go into this next video, but I'm finna drop like 2 more of them things. I'm trying to go into this tonight. I got to be up early. The spirit is on me. I'm like, it's time to get to work. So, Bob, peace, blessed to the elect. Shalom.